Hi, Vinny. Thanks for coming on.
No, thanks,
I like calling
man.
you Vinny because I've
Yes.
known you since you were a young lad.
Yes.
You started-
Since I first started.
Yes.
Probably when I was 17.
Yes? Tell me a bit about that.
Well, yeah, at 16 I just got into jockey club, and we trained about a year in Beast River, and then we get to come to Sha Tin.
Okay.
And of course, I had a chance to rotate to Boss
Yep.
and work for him, and I ended up, being his apprentice, of course.
I remember that. I remember the days where you
Yeah,
worked
exactly.
like a dog all day long.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Washing his cars as well. His Ferrari.
Hey, it's all part. Exactly. It's all part of that learning, growing experience,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And okay, so that was good. But first of all, what made you decide to become a jockey? Because you're not short, like, you know
No.
what I mean? You don't.
Yeah.
But you're lean and you've
Yeah.
got a normal sort of height.
Yeah.
So what made you choose to become a jockey?
I started riding as a hobby, as a, after school hobby.
Right, something
Once a
to do.
week in public riding school.
Yeah.
And I just enjoy horses, enjoy riding.
Right.
And because I can only go on Saturday,
Yeah.
Monday to Friday, I was like daydreaming in school about Saturday.
Not interested in school at all, I'm sure. Or a little bit.
I'm okay in school, not
Yeah.
too bad, you
Yeah.
know. But I have no goals in what I would do in the future.
Right.
Like I can't find my interest in school. So I don't know, what I'm good at, especially, and I don't know what I can be in the future. What I should study even in university, I
Right,
don't know.
right.
I'm
You didn't
still
really-
exploring my interests and what I'm good at that time. And my parents is very good at that for me to, organizing me different activities to explore different sports or arts, even music, but eventually it come to riding.
Incredible. So they were supportive right from the beginning. Whatever you chose to do, they were
Yeah.
open to that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And not many Hong Kong parents do that.
Agreed.
They have a lot of activities to do in school
Yeah.
or even after school, but they're not too open for kids to choose what they love or what they're good at. They always think academic is more important.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can be successful in whatever aspect you're good at, and luckily, of course, Amy Chan let me into the program,
Yeah.
even though I'm a bit taller. Even the interview, I was a bit taller for the.
Really? So they have a
Yeah.
criteria.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay. I
the
didn't know
weights,
that.
I just made it.
Okay.
I was training just before the interview as well.
Right.
So yeah, after that I just become apprentice and work extremely hard.
Yeah, it was tough for you. It was a grind. I mean, I remember you coming and working really, really hard every day. You showed up and you did what was asked of you, which is
Yeah.
a lot of people don't like doing.
Yeah,
But
I
like
still-
you said, you did
and
everything.
I still remember first day when I worked for boss, and he already said, if you think you're in this industry, work 200% every day.
Really,
So
that was his advice.
that's the first thing when I arrived the stable,
First was
arrived
that.
the office. That's what he told me. I still remember this day.
It's incredible.
So I still work hard every day and keep grinding.
That's incredible because it shows. It shows in your performance. It shows in your work ethic. It shows in how you deal with people. It shows how you are with owners. You always have a professionalism about you, and I think that a lot of that does come from your grounding, through Amy Chan and the program, as well as Caspar.
Yeah.
All of that has brought you to where you are today. Now, obviously, we're going to go to Golden 60 because that's
Yeah.
he's just an incredible horse. Your partnership was just formidable.
Yeah.
You guys were an amazing team. You got on that track and everyone was like, oh God, we have to come up against this guy again. It was that sort of feeling. So tell me a little bit about when you first were on him and you had the first win, did you feel you were on a special horse?
Of course, to this day, the whole team and I feel very lucky to have him. Come across these amazing animals is, still inspire me till the last day that I ride him. And he's just an exceptional athlete, which also keep teaching me every single time I ride him. And we all know he's brave and he has a really great fighting heart since his first trial.
Right. Sorry, did you trial him?
I trialed him for the
Okay.
first time when he was
Okay.
here. We trialed down the straight here.
Right.
And I just came through the tight gap easily.
Yeah.
You hardly find, a new PPG that haven't raced before have this sort of bravery.
Incredible.
And he did it aggressively and smoothly. Like he wouldn't hesitate and he just went for you. And we know he's brave. But at that time we don't know how good he is. We're sure he'll win some races for sure.
Right.
And we would have expect him to probably be easily class 2.
Okay.
But not until he turned 4 that year. We know he's something special. Of course, first season when he was 3, we won 3 races, and then we missed one end of the season because we sort of misjudged our plan a little bit. After 3 wins in a row, we sort of wanted to put him away for the summer, but we see him, maybe we have a chance to give him one more race, and we put him back out without enough preparation.
Right.
And at that time we stepped him up to 14 as well, which probably should not because of the lack of the preparation, the trials, the jump outs. And we step him up to 14, which probably we misjudged a little bit, and we cost that win.
Right.
But definitely of course it's not his fault, but it's us keeping him probably too fresh on his toes at that time, and from 12 to 14, of course he got a little bit too keen, and at that time he doesn't know too much about racing and really rely on the preparation and how I ride him. So we missed that one. But after the summer break, when he was 4, we know, we learned from that experience and we know what to do with him, and he just kept on winning from then.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
What an
and we
amazing...
know how good he is at that time. I already assume he can be a Group 1 winner.
Group 1 winner.
Yeah.
And did you ever feel him while you were riding? Did you ever feel that he was a little off at any time? Did he ever give you the feeling of, oh, today's just not the day, and you had to sort of pick him up? Was there ever a time that you felt that?
Probably a little bit in the Classic Cup, because he had a light fever not long before the race.
Okay.
That day he felt a little bit jelly.
Did he?
A little bit.
On the actual day?
Yes.
Okay. And were you concerned?
Well, a little bit at first,
Yeah. I would imagine, yeah, you're on this incredible horse.
But once we decide to race him, my mind is to not think about it.
Right.
We already decide he can keep on racing, and put that away back in my mind and just focus onto the race. And,
Best horse in the race.
And try to help him out, without exhaust him too much, but to win the race. And he did. So that's just also before the Derby, so we have to manage him very well at that time.
It took a lot of effort, it took a lot of teamwork, a lot of dedication.
Definitely, yeah.
For sure. Now he's gone, obviously.
Yeah.
And there must be a little.
He just left
obviously-
Hong Kong yesterday.
I know. I saw you. You were all in your
Yeah.
gear for was it quarantine gear?
Yeah,
Was that what you
yeah.
were on?
I'm very lucky that I can send him off. Of course, he has been like my family members.
I know.
So it's good to say goodbye, and we'll see him soon. And of course, he's forever in my heart.
Oh, I know.
What I learned from him makes me become makes me become a better jockey.
And a better person.
Yeah.
Probably.
Always staying humble, and
And I think he was a bit like that as a horse too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He loved the accolades, but
Yeah.
he was, you could tell he loved winning.
Yeah.
But he didn't seem the kind of horse that had an arrogance about him. You know
No,
what I'm trying to say? It
yeah.
sounds weird, but we're talking about a
Yeah.
horse like a human.
Yeah.
But there was something really special
Yeah,
about
he
him.
is. He is very special.
And it was like magic to see you guys out there.